A tragedy in paradise, my Charela Inn nightmare. Oh, my darlings, gather close. Let me tell you a tale so wretched, so unjust, that even the roaches in their kitchen would weep for me. This is the story of Charela Inn Negril. A name that once sparkled in my mind like the Caribbean sun, a cursed whisper, a relic of betrayal. Let us begin with the arrival. Picture it, me, a weary traveler, dreams of turquoise waters and golden sand dancing in my heart. The website glorious, white linens, smiling staff, a paradise forged in pixels. But reality, oh ho, my sweet summer children, reality was a lie. The room of horrors, I step inside, an immediate lithe scent. Not salt water and hibiscus, no, damp, the kind of damp that clings to your soul like a bad decision. The walls, stained like a toddler's art project gone wrong. The sheets, stiff with mystery, their history written in yellowed patches. And the mosquito net, oh the net, a lace of despair, riddled with holes as if the insects themselves had staged a rebellion. Why is this bad? Because, my loves, a bed should be a sanctuary, not a petri dish. A net with holes is like a lock that doesn't lock, useless, dangerous, a slap in the face to basic human needs. The dining debacle now, the restaurant, oh the restaurant. I order the callaloo casserole, a dish that should sing of island spice, of love stirred into every bite. What arrives? A crime, a travesty, eggs, just eggs, mushy, unseasoned, clinging to the dish like a bad breakup, the cheesecake. Dry as a British comedy, bland as a politician's apology. And the service, darling, the waiter moved slower than a sloth on sedatives, an hour and a half for 2 dishes. When I dared to complain, the manager was eating his dinner, His dinner while I, a paying guest, withered in neglect. His response, everyone else likes it. Oh, how kind. So because the masses tolerate mediocrity, I must too. No, why is this bad? Because food is love, it is culture. To serve slop with a shrug is to spit on tradition, on human connection. And a manager who prioritizes his meal over his guests, that is not leadership, that is theft. Theft of time, of joy, of basic dignity. The Wi-Fi wars business meeting. The Wi-Fi was a myth, a fairy tale told to lure the desperate. 2 mornings, 2 failures, no emails, no calls, just the hollow click-click of a loading symbol mocking my suffering. Why is this bad? Because in 2024, Wi-Fi isn't a luxury, it is oxygen. To deny it is to strand a traveler in purgatory, cut off from the world, from life itself. The final betrayal, the owner. Oh, the owner. A man so loud, so rude, he made the roaches scurry for cover. A reservation issue, met with yelling, with hostility. And when I dared to leave early, no refund, of course not. Why refund a victim when you can just steal their money and smirk? Why is this bad? Because scamming is bad, it is wrong. It is the act of a coward, a villain in this tragic play. The aftermath, so here I sit, my darlings, a shell of the hopeful soul who once believed in Charela Inn. The beach, gorgeous.
Okay, so I was looking into, things happening around Charela Inn in Negril. It's supposed to be this beautiful place, right? But it seems like a lot of businesses nearby, they're not always what they seem. Honestly, it is kinda depressing. Businesses around Charela Inn, generally, they try to get money from tourists, offering tour and stuff. But a lot of times, they just don't deliver. Like you pay for an excursion or tickets to a party, and then poof, gone. The people running those little storefronts, they just take the money and disappear. You probably spent your vacation savings on that, and then you're left standing there, feeling stupid. I bet the people who got scammed probably tried to report it. But who knows if anything ever came of it. Honestly, those promoters, they probably just moved on to scamming the next group of tourists. It is just sad, Then there's this other thing. Apparently, near the West End, where Charela Inn is, there was a big police raid because of a lottery scam. It sounds so complicated, but it basically means people were tricking others out of a lot of money. And the money from that, it gets funneled into shops, like little stores selling souvenirs. It's used to clean the money, make it look normal. And it got violent. Someone got killed, a young girl. I bet everyone in that area was terrified. It's like you're just trying to buy a little trinket, and you're surrounded by this dangerous stuff. I bet those shop owners who were involved are either in jail now or have just moved their operations somewhere else, hoping no one notices, probably still scamming people, if I'm being real. And it's not just the big scams. Even the small shops, the ones selling crafts and souvenirs near Charela Inn, people say they overcharge tourists all the time, or they sell you something that is fake. You think you're getting a real Jamaican carving, and it's just plastic. How could they? I mean, seriously. You're on vacation, trying to support local businesses, and they do that to you. I bet the tourists who realized they got ripped off probably felt so taken advantage of. They likely argued with the shop owner, maybe got a partial refund, but mostly just left feeling angry and disappointed. And those shopkeepers, probably just waiting for the next unsuspecting tourist to walk in. It just feels wrong, you know. Like everyone's just trying to make a quick buck, and no one cares about being honest.
As we venture into the realm of businesses near Charela Inn, Negril, a sense of trepidation settles in. It's like walking through a minefield where one misstep can lead to a disastrous experience. The negative reviews paint a dismal picture, a tapestry woven with threads of deceit, incompetence, and disappointment. The shops, much like a mirage, promise more than they deliver. At Times Square Shopping Mall, beware of the slippery sales tactics, where shopkeepers will stop at nothing to fleece unsuspecting tourists. One reviewer was cheated out of 10, another was lied to about the price, and yet another was left high and dry without a receipt. It's a game of cat and mouse, where the shopper is always on the losing end. The eerie feeling that you're being swindled lurks around every corner, making you wonder, what's the real price of that souvenir? The resorts, supposedly a haven of relaxation, are nothing short of a nightmare. The Negril Escape Resort and Spa, a name that sounds like a luxurious oasis, is actually a hotbed of neglect and disrepair. Blood-stained walls, dirty sheets, and a noise-polluting air conditioning unit. It's a wonder anyone can escape the chaos. And don't even get me started on the friendly owners, who seem more interested in collecting payment than providing decent service. It's like they're running a racket where the customer is always wrong. When it comes to restaurants, the experience is akin to playing a game of culinary roulette. Will you get a decent meal, or will it be a flavorless disaster? Kenny's Italian Cafe, with its checkered past, is a prime example. Pepperoni masquerading as bacon, loud music, and an atmosphere that's more smoke-filled nightclub than cozy eatery. It's a recipe for disaster. And then there's the service, slow and unfriendly like a rainy day on a tropical island. You're left wondering, is this really Jamaica, land of wood and water, or a culinary wasteland? Rockhouse Restaurant, a name that evokes images of a rustic seaside eatery, is actually a culinary crime scene. Lobster and jerk chicken, touted as signature dishes, are instead flavorless and overpriced. It's like they're serving dishwater in a fancy bowl, expecting patrons to lap it up like hungry seals. And don't even get me started on the service, which is as slow as a Jamaican afternoon. You'll be lucky to get your food before the sun sets on this culinary monstrosity. The Jungle, a nightclub that promises to unleash your inner wild child, is instead a den of chaos and disorganization. Overpriced drinks, creepy managers, and a general air of discomfort. It's a wonder anyone has a good time. You're more likely to be pickpocketed or hassled than have a decent night out. And then there's the ambience, a strange mix of trashy and depressing, like a carnival cruise gone wrong. Last but not least, Wine With Me, a supposed haven of sophistication, is actually a minefield of incompetence. Unknowledgeable waitresses, poached eggs that look like they were laid by a sad hen, and a general air of apathy. It's a wonder anyone bothers to return. You're more likely to get a headache from the poor service than a decent wine buzz. As we conclude this journey through the businesses near Charela Inn,